Hello, empowered woman. Welcome to this episode of the Empowered Woman podcast. Today, I'll be talking about onions. No, but seriously, let's talk about finding the very reason why your business is not taking off and understanding that whatever roadblock you've encountered right now, it's just another one, another layer of the onion that needs to be peeled off, and how I can help you do it. You don't have to do it alone. Join me in my upcoming masterclass and let's hold each other accountable to clean up our act. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the Empowered Woman podcast, the #1 show on personal development for women entrepreneurs. If you're wanting to stop spinning your wheels, trying random personal development resources, and actually boost your confidence to show up fearlessly in your life and business, this is the place for you. I am so glad that you're here. My name is Marta Spurk, and I'm your host, triplet mom, woman empowerment coach, and all things motivation extraordinaire. Welcome again. Let's dive into today's episode. I have to start this episode talking about the amazing interview with the amazing Dana Malstaff, because our conversation just, had my wheels turning and really inspired me in so many ways. And I am so happy that the timing couldn't have been more perfect. We actually had to reschedule this interview a few times. I think originally we were supposed to chat in March, and then pandemic happened, all the things happened, and then back to school happened. We had to reschedule a few times, and then it finally worked out. And I am so grateful that it happened when it happened, because it just really helped me with the message that I'm putting out there of helping women identify and overcome their limiting beliefs, to really grow their business, to really get out of their way once and for all. And one of the things you may remember, it was right at the very end that Dana said in the episode. And if you haven't listened to that, you really, really need to. But finish this one first, and then you go back and listen to that one if you haven't already. One of the things that she said at the very end, that she teaches her clients, other women entrepreneurs, mom entrepreneurs, is that instead of thinking about what is your mission, what are your values, which could be such abstract concepts that make us not really know what to do or what to say, think about an opinion that you have in your industry that sets you apart from other people. What is something that you really stand for, which is, you may have heard, the concept of polarization. It's super important that you create polarization with your content and with your business, because that's how your audience can resonate with you or not. That's how you're going to weed people out that are not your ideal client, right? And she says, when you think opinion, it's a lot easier for you to pinpoint. Oh, if I'm teaching ads, I have an opinion on who should be doing ads as a business owner, or whatever it is that you may be teaching. One of the students, the Empowered Woman School, Gina Fontaine, which I'm going to have her on the podcast pretty soon here, super excited. She has been a personal trainer for so many years, and she's a yoga instructor. And one of the things that she focuses on is that movement should be something fluid. We shouldn't be moving our bodies as punishment, right? And for weight loss, weight loss should just be really an end thing, like a consequence of all the things that we're doing. So that's her standpoint, and that's what makes her different. And that's how she can tailor her message and her programs to her ideal client. And then that got me thinking about what sets me apart as an empowerment coach, as someone that encourages women and helps women see the best in themselves. And for me, what I believe sets me apart is that I believe personal development comes first. That until you get your ducks in a row in terms of how you feel about yourself, your business is not going to take off. And you're going to encounter roadblock after roadblock, which you would already anyways, but you're just going to sit on the floor and cry like a toddler every single time. That's not to say that you shouldn't cry, that you shouldn't let your emotions out, but you don't have to feel lost and feel like giving up every 2 seconds. Okay? Yes, entrepreneurship is a roller coaster of emotions, but at the end of the day, you are in control. You can choose while you're on the roller coaster to close your eyes, raise your arms, scream. It's still your choice. I'm not saying you're not going to get on the roller coaster. I'm just saying your reaction is still your choice. I really believe that mindset and personal growth are what build a business from the ground up, because whenever you're feeling stuck, whether you try a new strategy and tactic or not, if your mindset and attitude are not aligned, it won't take off, at least not long term, because business growth is always proportional to personal growth, period. There's a reason why at one point an entrepreneur was making 4 figures and then they started making 5 figures. It's all about growth, and it's proportional to what they could envision and accept and see with their eyes, with their mind, right? With their heart. It starts with us, because until you believe it's possible, it's not going to be possible. And if it's not happening for you, it's because you still don't believe it's possible. You need to get some junk out of your way. It's all belief, right? It all starts from within, and we fail to recognize that because we can't see it. And I love using the analogy of fitness, because even though we can't see it immediately, it will show up in a physical way. Let me explain. When you're eating ice cream every single night, when you're eating that cheesecake every single night, when you're eating that chocolate every single night and thinking, well, it's just a little piece, you're not aware of what exactly is going on with your body until a few weeks later, all of the compounded calories that probably weren't burned, if you're not, doing exercise or burning those calories, it's not going to show up immediately. Do you follow what I'm saying? When you eat that ice cream and you may feel a little bit guilty, you don't see exactly what's happening to you, but compounded, it will. And the same thing goes for our thoughts, except we don't notice that our pants are a little bit tighter, or when you look in the mirror that you look a little bit different. It shows up in your reactions. It shows up in your emotions, in your attitude. And we tend not to connect one thing to the other, but it is extremely connected, because our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. So yes, my friend, personal development does come first. And if you're struggling in your life and in your business right now, it's because there is inner work that needs to be done, and you're refusing to acknowledge that. And even if you are acknowledging it, if you're not taking action, then it's the same as remaining in ignorance. But I'm assuming that if you're here and if you've been listening to me for a while, you know that this is important. So you got that one thing out of the way, but are you implementing it? Are you doing something about it? And that's why I want to invite you to my masterclass. You have to join me. And even if you're busy, I know it's 5 days, but even if you're busy, you get to watch the recordings. So once you sign up, you're going to have access to an all access page where I'll be posting all the 5 videos, the replays. So even if you can't watch it live, you can go to that page and watch it. And if you're on Facebook, you'll be able to watch the recordings, the live posts. Anyways, so register now. Don't let the fact that you're going to be busy and you're not going to be able to do it right away keep you from seeing this amazing content that's going to help you get out of your own way, literally, and start moving forward. Do register. Just go to marchesburg.com/masterclass. The link is in the show notes. The link is all over my social media, so it's not hard to find. And you'll get all the information. I'll be notifying you via email whenever I'm going live. There's going to be a workbook that I've been working on, and it's pretty comprehensive for you to take notes and really absorb the content. I am so excited for it. You have to sign up and join me. Oh, and one exciting thing that I decided to do, actually, I started that yesterday, is that I'm doing a giveaway of $5 Starbucks gift card. So coffee on me is what I'm calling it, leading up to the masterclass on Sunday. So for the next 3 days, so today, Saturday, and Sunday, I will be gifting a Starbucks gift card inside the Empowered Woman community to whoever registers for the masterclass and does some action steps inside the group. So comments on a post. So I'm making some fun posts for people to comment, and that's how you enter the giveaway of the day. So if you're interested in getting some free coffee, join me inside the group, register for the masterclass, and look out for my masterclass prize posts. So lots of amazing things going on. I will be doing giveaways during the masterclass as well. So you don't want to miss this. Even if you are not participating live, if you go back and you watch the replay and you comment and you engage, you'll be entered in giveaways as well. So you really, really, really need to get on with this. But let's go back and talk a little bit more about this whole thing of, entrepreneurs that are making six figures now. We're making 5 one day, we're making 4 one day. And this is one of the hugest frustrations, I believe, in the online space. It's so noisy because you see so many people talking about how much money they're making. And that is what many would call money shaming, right? You start feeling so bad about yourself and your progress because you start comparing, right? It's people saying, oh, I just reached 6 figures, multiple 7 figures, years. And sometimes they're saying, I just made 6 figures in a month. And there you are sitting at barely breaking even most months and wondering what those people's secret is. And I'm right there with you, my friend. I spin my wheels in the cycle of wishing I was at that person's level or even at my next level, just wishing, just stuck in the cycle of wishing and never really getting anywhere until I realized that I was getting somewhere. It was just my perception that was tainted by my own limitations. Those things that I want to help you dig up that you're not aware of, that I have been able to dig up about myself, that I'm constantly digging up because the work never ends. And I then realized that in order to reach 6 figures, I need to reach 5. And in order to reach 5, I need to be consistent at 4. And this is a vulnerable moment for me, I believe, and this is one of the layers that I'm peeling off, is that I didn't feel as good of a coach because I am not a 6-figure coach yet. I'm going to tell you right now and be super open with you. I am not. And I don't want to lie to you and say that I am. And I think this shows my growth a lot to be able to admit that I'm not a 6-figure coach, but I am a 4-figure, consistent 4-figure a month coach. And that is something to be proud of because at one point I was a 0-figure a month coach. We all have to start somewhere. There is always a day one. Why do we insist on wanting to start at the top? This doesn't exist. And I want to encourage you to acknowledge how far you have come, not so you remain stagnant, but so that you are empowered to move forward once you recognize your power and your value as a person. There are so many women entrepreneurs out there that would kill to be making consistent 4 figures a month. That's the realization that I had. My gosh, I want to help these women because this is something that I have achieved and I can help you with. But first, you have to start recognizing the things that you are using to stop yourself. That's self-sabotage, in other words. And thinking big is great. I'm not saying you shouldn't aim for 6 figures, but you have to take a good look at where you are right now to go anywhere. And this is where I started. Who am I now? And how can I work with myself instead of against myself? Instead of constantly beating myself up for not being a multiple 6-figure coach. My experience is worth money. The things that I have learned are worth money. My experience is your shortcut. And I'm going to actually be giving a lot of this experience and a lot of this wisdom that I have collected in the last 4 years, plus the rest of my life, in this masterclass. And I want you to have this because I want to help you get consistent with your business and grow because I know what this means to you. It means freedom. It means stability. It means more time with your family. It means true happiness outside of social media. So when I realized all of this, and a lot of it really started unveiling during the pandemic, so many things changed because now I have been able to choose to see my current state with love and gratitude. And that's how things flow when you're able to be grateful for where you are. And looking back, I know exactly what I did to get to this point, to overcome my self-doubt, my fears, my hidden limiting beliefs, which I still have more layers to unpeel. But I have unpeeled several layers to get to where I am. And that's why I know I can help you. So would you like me to share the steps that have taken me to where I am right now? 4 years later, building this business from my basement, raising triplets, still working as an interpreter, but growing this thing, getting more exposure, continuing on with my podcast after 2 years. So many people, do you know how many people start a podcast and quit after 6 months? Do you know how many people start a business and quit after 6 months? I have not quit. So I have something to share and something to teach and something to help you with if you're in that group of people that have started and have quit. You know, I've been on so many podcasts. I've been on TV. I've been writing articles. There are so many things that are valuable that I can share, and I want you to have it. And apply the same to you. There are so many things that you can share to change people's lives, regardless of your niche. Whether it is helping people with Facebook ads, whether it is helping with people with their fitness, whatever it is that you're helping people with skincare, self-care, you have wisdom to share that is going to change someone's life. And that change is dependent upon you shedding those layers of self-doubt. And this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for with the Empowered Woman podcast and with my upcoming masterclass. It's going to be a complete brain dump of everything I know regarding the lies entrepreneurs tell themselves and that keep them stuck, so they can overcome them and reach the next level in their business, in your business. Whether the next level is making consistent 4-figure months or consistent 5-figure months or 6 and beyond. It has to start somewhere. So my friend, hop on over, martasburg.com/masterclass. It doesn't matter if you're going to be busy next week. It doesn't matter if you can't make it live. Make this a priority. We all have the same 24 hours in the day. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, if you're ready to start unpeeling the onion of your lack of belief in yourself, then this is for you. And so let's talk a little bit more about the onion, right? How what you're experiencing right now, whatever roadblock you've encountered, it's just another one. You have overcome so much. This is the core of everything I teach, is recognizing all the things you've overcome so that you put yourself in that state of, I am capable. I have done it before. Maybe not at this scale, but I've done it before. Because first and foremost, as an entrepreneur, you've already beat the odds. You started a business. So many people don't even have the guts to do that. Okay? So there's number one. There's proof right there that you can overcome what you're going through right now. Next, I am sure you faced your first rejections, your first negative feedback, negative review, or even your first refund request. You've learned lessons through that too. You probably cried, you probably pouted, but you got over it. You got back up on your horse and you kept on keeping on with your business, right? So whatever it is that you're going through right now, whether it is a completely dry month or few months because of the pandemic, what is it? Tell me. What have you been struggling with? It doesn't matter what it is. It's just another one, another roadblock that you're going to have to overcome. And now thinking back, this is one of the things that Dana said in the interview too. She said, your problem is not unique and it's not special. Stop making your struggle so special, because then you dwell in it. Just understand other people are going through stuff too right now. It's not the kind of struggle that makes you strong. It's how you deal with it. It's how you react to it. Oh my gosh, go listen to that episode again. If you have already, and if you haven't, you have to. She said so many amazing things, and it's so true. Stop using your struggle as your badge of honor, and instead use how you conquered your struggle as your badge of honor. So whatever it is that you're facing now, it's just requiring you to strip down a little more. New level, new devil. Question is, are you willing to unpeel one more layer to get to your next stage? it really boils down to that. And even if you say that you're ready and willing, there's still certain things that are weighing you down, keeping you from even seeing what that layer is. So how could you possibly unpeel it? And it really goes back to understanding the lies, aka excuses, that I was telling myself, uncovering those lies. And this is the very topic of the first day of the masterclass, the number one lie keeping you stuck. I'm pulling the curtains back and I'm going to tell you this revelation, the number one lie that's keeping you stuck. It's just going to be mind-blowing, and it's going to start a huge breakthrough for you, because that's what did it for me, into getting to your next level. Because getting honest with yourself is the key, my friend. Getting honest with myself has been the key. So go on ahead, register at marchesbook.com/masterclass. So this is the topic for number one. So on Monday, September 28th, I'm going live, 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time. You can join. You can hop on via Zoom, or you can just follow me on Facebook to see that first live. If you can't watch it live, it'll be up on Facebook, and you'll be able to catch the recording as well. In the All Access page once you register. On day 2, so let's talk about the schedule here. On day 2, still going live, 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, I'm going to be talking about the 3 steps to identify and overcome your limiting beliefs. So first and foremost, you have to get that lie out of your way that I'm going to reveal. So excited. Then I'll give you the steps to do this process with every single lie you're telling yourself. The variations of the number one lie, okay? I'm going to give you a step-by-step process. On day 3, so I'm going to give you these 3 steps. And on day 3, I will show you the complete blueprint, which is the Empowered Woman's Path, that outlines this journey of personal growth. How you can be rinsing and repeating this through every single struggle of your life and of your business. And then on day 4, I'll be talking more about the Empowered Woman School, which is really personal development made easy with content, coaching, and community. And on day 5, Friday, I will be having my current members of the Empowered Woman School talk about their experience in the school, talk about their business, and how paying closer attention to themselves and to personal development and prioritizing personal development has helped them move forward with their business and find their voice and really